Okay, so in this video I just wanted to show you how to measure duty cycle on your pico scope. Now my trace here is of a 98 Toyota Hilux. It's the spill valve on the diesel injector pump, and it goes into a duty cycle once the engine is running. And you need to have to measure the duty cycle. So I like to select the rulers, and when you're setting your rulers you need to select them at the same points, because we're going to be measuring the duty cycle between the two rulers. So obviously this ruler here is set on the upward part of this square wave, and the same as this one. I don't want it on the downward side, which would be that one. It's going to give me a slightly incorrect reading. So just make sure your 2 points are exactly the same, or exactly the same points. And just go on your measurements tab down here. There's a little plus sign there. You just click on the plus, and then 3 options. You need to select your channel first, channel A, select your type of measurement. It's going to go onto duty cycle, and then you can select the how you want it to be selected. I'm zoomed in on this portion of this trace, and if I zoomed out, you'll see that the spill valve gets 12 volts during cranking, and then when it starts running it goes into the duty cycle. So if I was to do the whole trace, I'm going to get incorrect readings. So if I just select the duty cycle side of the scope, of the trace, sorry, I can get a bit more accurate readings. So I'm just going to go between rulers. I just want to measure the duty cycle between ruler 1 and ruler 2. So between rulers, click OK, and that gives you at the bottom here channel A, duty cycle 34.24%. It gives you a min and max and average, blah blah blah, and it's between the two rulers. And if you want to edit that, you just click on this little upward arrow, and it gives you the whole menu again, and maybe you can change it for the whole trace, whatever. If you want to delete that measurement, you just click on the little minus sign, delete it off your screen, and it just asks you if you want to delete it again. So I'm just going to try and measure the whole duty cycle. You see my scope pattern here this is where I'm cranking, so spill valve gets 12 volts, engine starts running, and it starts going into a duty cycle, and then yeah, I turn the car off, and then the ignition off there. So if I was to measure the duty cycle of the whole trace, I get such an incorrect reading, because in my trace here I'm trying to see all events, not just running. So let's just try it, see what it gives us. And again, we'll just click on the whole trace. See, look, it can't even give you a reading there. But we can again use our rulers. We're zoomed out now, so it might not be that accurate, but we could roughly say between there and there. I think the reading we had before was 34% duty cycle. So let's just see if we can measure that when we're zoomed out. Yep, that's a 48 duty cycle. Yep, and that's it.